I'm part of the Food Industry Innovation team with Department of Primary Industries and Regional Development, and you'll hear from others in our team later today in the program. But locally in Albany, our team consists of myself and Kayleen Parker, who we've been lucky enough to secure through a partnership with South Coast NRM. So one of the key goals of our project operations is to form partnerships and alliances so that we can get as much done as we possibly can. And I need to give a special acknowledgement and thanks to Kayleen because she has put in an incredible amount of work behind the scenes pulling this forum together, as well as running 2 other forums this week. So well done, Kayleen. The Great Southern is really well known for its agricultural product. It's a dominant sector of our regional economy, but today we'll highlight the scope for regional food processing and value adding. And it's probably timely at this point just to maybe point out or outline what we mean by value adding and premium food. So value adding maybe includes the specialty packaging or part or full processing of product, drying, cooking, fermenting, extracting, preparing ready-to-eat meals. So it allows product to attract a price premium or adds increased value to raw product. The importance of value adding to our region is the ability to retain value in the region and increase the number and diversity of jobs in the region. The Great Southern does offer comparative advantage for a number of industries. So we've got cheaper land than other regions in some cases and longer seasons. And that may make it an attractive proposition for investment. In this region, we're recognised as having high quality, safe produce, but only a small proportion of the agricultural produce grown here undergoes some sort of value adding within our region. Most of it's sold as raw product, so bulk vegetables, bulk grain. The majority of our region's production is under grains and livestock, so over 90% of the gross ag income is through grains and livestock. But these industries are really large, and we're not actually going to cover them in great detail in the forum through our industry snapshots, but we will be presenting a couple of case studies examples of grains and sheep meat. So our project's been working on looking at interesting value-add opportunities identified for these industries through a couple of partnership projects we have on grains value-add and Indigenous branded sheep meat. The scale and diverse production in our region creates an amazing opportunity for significant economic growth with high-value products from honey to horticulture, meat, and meat being beef, pork, chicken, alpaca, any seafood, brewing and distilling, dairy, just to name a few. So we'll be looking at opportunities and industry snapshots of a number of these products throughout the day. By discussing ways in which we can work together in the region, it may be possible to capture the opportunities that might be otherwise beyond our reach. As we hear from each of the speakers today, I encourage you to look for opportunities to work together or leverage funding or co-source supplies or access specialist services and think of how this may best be achieved. So some examples may include development of collaborative projects. Is there interest in collaboration? Do we need to determine if other industries should be included in the discussion, so support industries, competing industries? Is there any opportunity to form clusters to build critical mass? How do we overcome the constraints to business growth? So while the Great Southern premium food and beverage businesses may be quite small scale, diverse and niche, and quite innovative, is there any exchange of knowledge around approvals processes where there's no precedence or other opportunities like that? We also obviously need to identify opportunities for funding and grants and finance and other support services. And by collating the information we have and sharing it, we can inform and influence the future regional investment in value add. So there is real potential for the region to improve profitability and employment opportunities through value add and processing and to our high quality agricultural produce. There may be links to tourism and other regional development opportunities with food and beverage value add. And to make the most of this, we need to explore the opportunities in collaboration, cooperation, co-opetition to achieve scale and attract investment in business or infrastructure to grow our region. So the questions to consider as we hear from the speakers today how do we nurture the identified opportunities, and what are the next steps to support the growth in our region's food and beverage sector? Thank you.